Guys, wonderful news. The previous owner reached out to me over text. He's alive and well, thank the Lord. He already picked up another bike, an Aprilia RSV4 factory. Here are some of the photos that he shared with me from the crash. He even told me what happened. He was riding with his buddies. He was taking a blind corner and there was a seat, a motorcycle seat in the middle of the road that his bike hit. He flew off the bike and then the bike just rolled, and that's what happened to the bike. And the bike just kept rolling over, ripping everything apart. He is completely fine, all right, already back on the road riding, and like I said, he already has another Aprilia, and it's an RSV4 factory, which has the electronic suspension and a few other things. Here's where it gets exciting. The previous owner has the keys to the Aprilia, so he offered to ship them to me for free. That seriously is a huge lifesaver. You have no idea. Aprilia's like one of the worst. He also gave me the dash code because on Aprilia's, there's actually a dash code that you have to enter into the dash, which I don't have on any of those bikes. All in all, I'm super glad that the gentleman is A-okay and he's already back on the road with another Aprilia. And I forgot to mention, he's also sending me extra parts he had for the Aprilia. That is awesome. But now, let's get back to the bike. We're gonna pause on the Aprilia because I received a package from Simply Carbon Fiber. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Simply Carbon Fiber. They make everyday products out of genuine carbon fiber, 100% genuine carbon fiber. Let's open this package and see what they sent. Check it out. This is what was in the package. Let's crack this thing open. Here we go. Dang. Right here is a complete 100% genuine carbon fiber wallet. Riders need something small to put in like the jacket or pants pocket whenever riding. Let me get some of my stuff, throw it in here and see how it fits. This is what I'm rocking now. Pretty bulky. With the Simply Carbon Fiber wallet, check out the difference in size. Look at that. 3, 2, 1, boom. Check that out. We just swapped everything over to the Simply Carbon Fiber wallet. Man, all my cards and all the cash in the back fits perfectly. I'm a poser and I only got 120 in here, but a ton of ones and a 5. Very nice and secure. Not to mention, it is very easy to access these cards. You just push right on the side there and you slide them all out. Choose whatever one you need. Push them back in place. Definitely check out Simply Carbon Fiber. And if you're seriously looking for some sick, genuine carbon fiber products, use code CJM10 for 10% off your order. Let's get back to the Aprilia. Welcome back to the channel, guys. We got right to work on the Aprilia RSV4 1100. We started removing all the wiring on the airbox, then popped out those coils and the spark plugs. Man, those spark plugs are toast. This one's super crusty, and this one is just black. That does not look promising, but now we got a bore scope, so let's turn this baby on, see what's in those cylinders. So that looks like oil that was in the spark plug came down and dripped into the cylinder. Everything else looks so crusty in there. Man. Let's go to a side view real quick. Oh, what's that? It looks like a bunch of rust buildup on the cylinder wall. That definitely doesn't look good in there. It's like all rusty buildup. Now we're gonna jump over to this cylinder right here. Camera keeps getting all blurry because all the oil. Gotta keep cleaning it off. There's the intake valve. It does look really crusty in there, and the space between the cylinder and the cylinder wall is really rusty, so I think they're pretty seized together. One of you guys mentioned to try and turn this engine over by hand, but I'm not even sure how to do that. I'm pretty confident that that head needs to come off. Let's check this other side just for good measure, and then we gotta start removing all the components around this head. A little bit of oil on the spark plugs from probably the engine being sideways, but the spark plugs look fantastic. I imagine these cylinders are what they're supposed to look like. So let's take a look. That's what the piston looks like. All right, now let's go into the rear right side, right there. Pretty crusty on top again, and there's a lot of buildup. Let's switch to a side camera, see what we can see. Cylinder wall looks really clean, wow. Nice and clean. Spin her around. We went to the left side rear and then the right side rear. The rear cylinders look pretty crusty, but I don't think any water got in there because those intake valves were closed. So I'm gonna clean out that oil in the spark plug hole, pop these bad boys back in place, and then attempt to take off the front head. Never done one before. Let's see how it goes. Now that's sick. We removed the valve cover and we got all the cam bolts out, but the only thing left right now holding it in place is this cam tensioner chain. Here are all the bolts in order. I noticed the middle ones have a little crush washer, like a copper crush washer on them. Here's the far right side piece. To get that chain loose, I believe I need to take off the casing right around here, get the engine to top dead center. So let's take off that side casing, see if we can figure this out. Guys, no joke, I cannot get that stator off. This is insane. Do I even work on bikes? I'm calling in backup. I'm literally such a noob. My little brother was like, hey, what are these things still doing in the casing? I was like, oh, they're just for the outside cover. No, they're not. There's a hex head on the back of that. Came right off after that. I'm literally such a noob. Well, I can't get that flywheel off because apparently I need a special tool. I'm trying to figure it out without that special tool. All right, next day, I'm not gonna bore you guys. I couldn't get it off. Here's my dilemma. In order to remove these cams, I need to get the cam tensioner chain loosened, and this chain needs to be loosened first down here behind the flywheel. But I can't get the flywheel off because I need a special Aprilia tool, which I already ordered, that removes this flywheel, pops it off, then I can get access to the cam tensioner chain behind it. But if I would have been able to remove this chain, then I would have been able to pop the cams out, get the head bolts, and then pop the head out. It's unfortunate, but that Aprilia tool will be here very soon for the flywheel. All right, we're making progress even though we're still missing that flywheel tool. It's coming in a few days. We dropped the radiator to access those header bolts. Wonder if I'm gonna need to replace these because there are a few dents on the bottom. This radiator fluid's like playing tricks with my eyes because it's orange here, it's pink, but then when I put my finger in it, like it's pink on my finger. So that's funky. This fluid is playing tricks on my eyes. I mean, I'm already this far. I might as well just get new front headers. We popped off the bent up oil cooler. That was pretty easy. Also, when I was over here, I noticed this is where the ground cable connects to the engine block in the front, and it got completely ripped off. Over here on the parts pile, right there, I believe is where it just got completely torn apart. And this cable runs from the battery up to the front of the engine block. Now that we're waiting on that Aprilia tool, let's start taking off broken components in the rear. So we cleaned up that left side of the bike. It was all nasty, gross with that wax from the chain. It looks fantastic now. Remove the chain easily with the Motion Pro kit. It looks way better in there now and ready for the new chain and sprocket. I'm really waiting on that Aprilia tool and then we can finally get that head off because everything else is disconnected. But now a package from the previous owner has arrived. I think it's the keys. Let's crack it open, see what it is. Oh yeah, here we go. This is gonna be awesome. Opening it for the first time. What? Maintenance book? That is sweet. And here we go. No way. The keys. That's insane. 2 keys. Man, let's try these out. It looks like he bought this thing brand new because this is like the dealer tag. Beautiful. Dark Lucelle. I don't know how to pronounce that. It's like 2 keys that are on this like plastic piece. That's how it must come from the factory. That's cool. Anyway, into the ignition it goes. Wow. You guys have no idea how much of a blessing this is to have keys for this bike. Seriously, that is so cool. Thank you, sir. You know who you are. I want to try these on everything. Let's try it on the gas tank and the seat thing right there. All right. Gas tank. All right, turning it. Boom. Check that out. Man, that is awesome. Now we don't have to get a new gas cap because we can access this gas cap, pop 4 of those bolts out, and boom, swap over the gas cap. Put her in. Oh yeah. And I can only imagine how useful this book will be as well. Big shout out to the previous owner. You guys have no idea how crucial this is to the build. Man, what a start to this Aprilia build. I already have a bunch of Aprilia parts on the way, and big thanks to you guys. You guys have actually helped me find a few things online. That's gonna be it for tonight, guys. We'll catch you in the next one. See ya.